Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Every single physical product we rely on, it all begins as just raw, simple material. But bridging that massive gap between, say, raw earth and the polished devices sitting in our hands right now, well, that requires a highly choreographed, intensely complex life cycle. So today, we're going to unpack that hidden journey. I am absolutely thrilled to explore the intense precision, the cutting-edge tech, and the skilled craftsmanship that makes this whole shebang possible.
Right now, I want you to just take a look at an object near you. Maybe it's the smartphone you're holding or, your favorite coffee mug. We interact with these finished items so constantly that we rarely stop to consider the incredible journey they took just to reach us. I mean, to put it into perspective, a single smartphone requires materials from over a dozen different countries before it ever even hits the assembly line. Pretty crazy, right? Okay, let's dive straight into this. We're going to map out this journey across 4 chronological phases. First, raw materials and preparation. Second, the manufacturing process. Third, quality control and finishing. And finally, packaging and final distribution.
Starting off with Phase 1, raw materials and preparation. These are the absolutely critical first steps of the journey.
Let's move along and see how this builds. So the journey kicks off with delivery. But materials don't just randomly roll right onto the assembly line. Nope, they face an incredibly strict, uncompromising intake process. During this inspection, specialists are checking for exact weight and pureness. Sometimes they're even measuring tolerances down to a fraction of a millimeter. Literally, only the materials that meet these unyielding standards actually move forward to the preparation stage, where they get cleaned, sorted, and measured out.
And this whole preparation phase is heavily monitored and driven by automated systems. Why? Well, because human eyes just simply can't compete at this kind of massive scale. These advanced machines ensure absolute consistency and radically reduce waste. They're basically monitoring every microscopic detail before the heavy lifting even begins.
Which brings us to Phase 2, the manufacturing process. This is where we see materials transforming into recognizable components. Imagine the bustling factory floor, the rhythm, the sheer energy. Driven by incredibly powerful machinery, the raw materials undergo heavy-duty shaping, high-heat molding, laser-precise cutting, and rapid assembling. These raw elements are quite literally forced and carved into the actual recognizable components of your final product. It's a total physical transformation. Now, what's really interesting about this process is that despite the massive scale of automation we just talked about, it isn't a totally robotic affair. Far from it. As the industry standard goes, skilled technicians oversee every process, ensuring precision and efficiency. These skilled human workers are the watchful eyes, tuning the machines and maintaining that delicate, absolutely crucial balance between pure speed and human craftsmanship.
Moving right along to Phase 3, quality control and finishing. This is all about ensuring perfection and adding those final touches.
So the crucial point here is that perfection isn't just expected, it has to be actively enforced. Every single product goes through rigorous performance tests. And the stakes? They are completely binary. It's like the ultimate VIP list. If you achieve a pass, you continue to the next stage. But if you yield a fail, even if you fall short by just a fraction of a hair, that item is immediately removed. No exceptions, no middle ground. Quality is never left to chance.
For the survivors of that intense quality control, it's time for the finishing touches to really bring them to life. These top-tier components are polished to a high shine, painted with specialized protective coatings, and seamlessly assembled. This 3-step finish, polish, paint, assemble, is exactly what gives your smartphone its sleek, premium feel, or gives your coffee mug that perfectly durable glaze.
Finally, we reach Phase 4, packaging and final distribution, preparing the finished product for the world. Getting a pristine, perfectly finished product out of the factory doors actually requires just as much care as building it in the first place. Automated systems step back into the picture here to properly label, seal, and tightly package everything for ultimate protection. Once they're boxed and palletized, these goods are fully integrated into massive global supply chains, prepped and ready to traverse oceans and highways just to reach front doors all over the world.
And this brilliantly illustrates the big picture. Zooming out, you can really see the sheer coordination required across this entire timeline, from the precise arrival and preparation of the raw materials, through the intense shaping of the manufacturing process, the strict uncompromising enforcement of quality control, right down to the final polishing and global shipping. It is, honestly, a highly coordinated symphony of stages from start to finish.
So the next time you hold a finished product, remember the remarkable journey it took to reach you. From unrefined earth to flawless perfection, every single stage reflects profound innovation, relentless craftsmanship, and massive teamwork. But, here's the thought to leave you with. As artificial intelligence and advanced robotics continue to evolve at lightning speed, how will this factory floor look in 10 years? Will human hands still guide these powerful machines, or will the journey to perfection become entirely autonomous? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and definitely keep questioning the hidden processes in the world around you.